Alright, we're back with more SOMNIUM files. Last time, well, last time we investigated the crime scene and found a pretty nasty discovery at the sunfish. Meanwhile, while there's this important scene going on, I'm just investigating everything. Again. I mean, I already know what this stuff says, but looking for little bonus tidbits. Coffee maker. Well, it's a good thing this isn't timed, isn't it? Yeah, happy freaking birthday. Little pumpkin. Police poster, boy band poster, skis. I'm totally not killing the mood. Is there really a lot of stuff hanging on that container? Because it doesn't look like it. Well, of course he looks surprisingly serious.
Of course not. I still got a mountain of work piled up, answering to the higher-ups, the press. I'm just taking a little breather.
Yeah, that makes sense. I do not blame you.
Am I not allowed to be here?
No, I didn't mean it like that.
I was here first. I was just talking to the boss about Renju's murder. Two murders, one right after the other. How could I not be?
Yeah, that makes sense.
She's sleeping at the hospital. They're going to give her counseling after she wakes up.
You don't say. She's lost both her parents in back-to-back nights. I'm pretty sure the kid's gonna need just a little bit of counseling.
I see.
Her mother and her father. I hope she'll be okay.
I hope so too, but I don't really know how you can bounce back from that so quickly at such a young age, you know?
Renju had his left eyeball removed.
Right.
Right. Shoko too.
So perhaps, Mr. Date, you are the killer. You're missing your left eye, so you steal them from others. I'm kidding. Only a joke.
If it's actually Date, I swear.
I'm too tired for your jokes right now, Pewter.
Actually, you lost your eye 6 years ago, correct?
Yes, but I don't remember anything from back then.
Maybe he was the survivor of an attack?
I lost my eye and my memories.
I was transplanted into your empty eye socket a year later. We have been together for more than 5 years.
Can Aiba maybe recover your memory somehow? What if they can do all this, like, syncing stuff, can't someone just sync with him and be like, hey, we found your memories? Does it not I mean, I'm sure they would have thought of that, but I'm just thinking, like, does it not work like that?
You were the first on the scene, so you know this better than anyone, but Renju was murdered.
Yeah.
No way this was a suicide.
How would you even set yourself up like
And
that?
the fact that his left eye was removed tells me that this was the same killer as Shoko.
The serial killer.
The new Cyclops killer.
What?
Oh, because of the one eye thing. I see.
That's the nickname that's been spreading around headquarters.
New.
Yes, several years ago.
Pewter.
There is no point in hiding it from him. He would find out on his own eventually.
Yeah, why are we hiding this from him?
It's all over the news. These murders have gone viral, so to speak.
He can either hear it from you directly, or he can hear it from a less than reputable source that may get things wrong.
The killings from 6 years ago have continued. The Cyclops killer is back.
6 years ago. Is that what you were talking about, boss?
Fine. I suppose you deserve to know.
I would think so.
We have a name for it down at HQ. The original Cyclops serial killings,
Well, I would think so if this is the new one.
to distinguish it from this new one.
Right.
It was 6 years ago in October. 4 bodies were found in the mountains of Akikawa Valley.
Did they all have their eyes taken out?
But the decomposition of the corpses were all at different stages. They were each killed sometime during May to September of that year.
Okay.
But they did have 2 things in common. They were all young women,
Right.
and
They were all missing a left eye.
Each corpse was missing their right eyeball,
Oh,
pulled out posthumously.
their right eye. Huh. You know, Cyclops, he's Scott Summers, that dude from X-Men, always yelling Gene all the time. In fact, X-Men 92 was still really good. Went back and watched a little bit of it not too long ago.
a few days after the corpses were discovered, the killer sent a statement to the press. I killed them, and they are now my dear companions. Something like that.
And they didn't check it for like DNA.
He
or
signed the statement under the name Cyclops. Hence the name, the Cyclops Killer.
And they didn't go to like compare handwriting or see if there was like fingerprints or DNA or something on the letter.
The Cyclops is a mythological race of one-eyed giants.
Thank you, Iva.
According to Greek myth, they are the children of Uranus, god of the sky, and Gaia, goddess of earth.
I actually thought that was Saturn.
Cyclops were known for their outstanding strength and smithing ability.
So the letter to the press wasn't a fake? It was the real killer?
Yes, it had to be.
A picture of one of the victims right after she was killed was sent along with the letter.
Oh, shit.
No, in 6 years we never got a single trace.
So maybe Cyclops is responsible for these murders as well.
So wait, no like DNA, no fingerprints, no handwriting comparisons, nothing?
No, that's impossible.
Why?
For one, the original Cyclops killer only killed women. Renju doesn't fit that profile.
Okay.
Second, all of the victims had their right eyes removed. But Shoko and Renju,
We're missing their left eye.
The timing of the eye removal is also inconsistent.
Is that it was before they died?
The original Cyclops killer removed the eyes after the victims were killed. But Shoko and Renju were both still alive.
Oh, God. Can there not be all this eye trauma stuff?
But even so, you can't say for sure this isn't our guy. Maybe they're just doing things a little differently now.
I mean, yeah.
Or do you have another reason?
I'm sorry,
Yes.
Date, I can't say anymore.
There's another reason they just don't want to tell you. I mean, obviously.
Bullshit, you can't.
It's a national
Thank you.
secret.
How can it be a national secret?
Besides, they're in the police force. How is he supposed to be able to do his job if you don't give him all the information to do so?
Date, please, forget about it.
His best friend and his wife were just killed, so... or his best friend's wife, whatever. So, you know...
I told you already, you don't need to know anything about that case to investigate this one.
I feel like that's up to him.
The criminal
whether he
for this
needs to
case
know.
and the case 6 years ago are not the same.
Iva, bring up all investigation records of the original Cyclops serial killings.
I already had a look through the database while you were talking. Unfortunately, I found no relevant information. I also did not discover anything of note on the internet.
Well, there has to be something.
Only amateur theories, all lacking credibility and evidence.
Damn it.
Well, that didn't help. Though they probably figured you would do that.
That's all we have for now.
All right.
Special Agent Date, we need you to continue your work.
Then maybe help him do that.
Right. I think I'll head back to where Renju was found. Sunfish Pocket.
Date, you're exhausted. Why don't you get some sleep before you continue your investigation?
I'm fine. Let's go, Iva.
Understood.
You're so tired you're gonna crash the car if you go there. Or I wouldn't be surprised if you did, but, you know. Guess you do you. Oh, sorry about that. Just taking a drink. Relax, it's tea, nothing. What the?
Date, the vehicle is accelerating 2% slower than usual. Did you put anything in the trunk?
No?
What about the back seat?
Back seat.
Yes, it's Mizuki. Hello. But I'm not going to look there just yet.
Did I put anything in there?
You could have put a gold brick in there and it wouldn't slow us down this much. Have you checked the back seat?
Oh, right. But I can't just turn around and look while I'm driving.
Just check the rear view mirror.
I know what I'll see there, but... Well, obviously no one is sitting in it.
Mizuki!
Hey, watch out! Eyes forward, stupid!
I mean, she's not wrong. How did you not notice her? Did you not check the back seat when you get in the car? I've seen enough for it.
Hey, Date, what would happen if I grabbed the wheel and spun it super hard?
And we'd crash and die.
We would spend the rest of our very short time together thinking about how stupid that was.
But dude, you didn't check the back seat before you got in? Anyone who's seen enough horror films will know you check... You walk around, check the back seat, the trunk, whatever. Everything before you get in the car to make sure there's no one hiding there. You especially do that if it's at night.
Hey, Date, why do they call it a dashboard?
Because it makes the car go faster.
Uh-huh. And why do they call it a tachometer?
It measures how many tacos worth of revolutions the wheels spin. Because a tortilla is round. Obviously.
Oh, got nothing clever to say about the center console? All out of witty remarks now?
What are you looking at me for? Watch the road.
I always have my head like this when I drive.
You were looking forward before.
No, I was just projecting an illusion. This is the real me.
You project an illusion when you're by yourself? Well, I can still talk this time. Maybe I'm just getting used to it.
Mizuki's psychological wounds have been healed by the sink.
Well, that's great, but...
It wasn't locked, I just opened the door. I been here for like 10 minutes. Why don't your doors have auto locks? I know you like old cars, but you gotta lock the doors.
You should be a little more apologetic for someone who just got caught breaking into my car.
Mizuki does raise a valid point.
Oh, shut up, I must stay out of
If
this.
you are not more serious about security, you should consider replacing the car altogether.
Let's not get crazy.
You too?
I ditched the hospital. They're probably freaking out over there right now.
I'm taking
Don't
you
say.
back.
No, don't! Nothing will change if I stay at the hospital all day. You're going to investigate, right? Take me with you. I can help.
How is a little runt like you gonna be any help?
Besides, do you really want to see your dad's body again?
I'm Renju's daughter. Maybe I'll notice something you don't. Something only his daughter would know.
I don't know.
My daddy was killed. I can't just stay at the hospital.
Fine. Don't say I never did anything for you.
I mean, I do understand how she feels.
You're going to take me along?
Just promise not to interfere with the investigation.
Got it.
Man, Date, you're really, you cave really easily on this little taking civilians to crime scenes thing, don't you?
If you have nothing to talk about, you don't have to say anything.
Fair enough.
You're an adult, shouldn't you know that already? If you start talking about the weather, it means you have nothing to say.
Damn. What a brat.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with just talking for the sake of conversation. Sometimes that helps things. Anyone would know that. Except the bratty little shit of a kid, right?
You were talking to yourself again. I heard you. It's creepy. You should cut that out.
Mizuki is still unaware I exist.
Yeah, I know there's no reason to hide it, since she already knows about Abyss. But it's just hard to explain. I won't say anything yet.
Understood. But I am ready to be introduced at any time. Just let me know when the time is right.
It's not a proposal. No need to be so formal. Shit, I said that out loud.
Date, I think you should go to the hospital. No, it's more like I don't like sitting still and moping all day.
I mean, I get where she's coming
I've
from.
grown out of my brooding, pretentious teenager phase.
But
Odd thing for a preteen to say.
Are you
like,
not aware of Mizuki's mental prowess? She is far more developed than her classmates. She is even reading psychology papers by Alfred Adler.
I wish I knew who that was.
Sounds pretentious to me.
Alright, file, tell me what hell that is. Painted people driving around mistresses. Oh. Am I reading these too far ahead? Maybe.
Hey, about Renju. Do you have anything to tell me? Anything at all that might help?
Well, it's not about Daddy, but I heard from Daddy that Mom had a secret.
Shoko had a secret?
Did you know that Mom was the representative of an investment company?
Yeah, I did.
That whole company was a big scam.
Oh, so it was like a pyramid scheme.
Scam?
Well, I don't know the details. They start up a company to get people to invest in it, then shut it down on purpose and keep the money. She got really rich like that.
Shoko did this?
Yep.
By herself?
No, dummy. Of course it was with other people.
Yeah,
I saw
yeah, people
gangsters
do
there
that.
sometimes.
Oh, joy.
If she ever got into trouble, she had them take care of it.
So she had...
Scanning all known crime databases, but I
She had
cannot
like a
find
hit
any
squad?
reports referencing this. They must have been extraordinarily careful.
I'm not okay.
So, you want to go back to the hospital? I'd be more than happy to drop you off.
That's not what I meant. Why are you always so pushy, Date?
I'm not pushy, I'm just worried.
You've got a weird way of showing it.
Look, it just seems pushy because you're a brat right now. And I get it. You're going through a tough time. But you don't... And you're just projecting? but take it back just a sec. Like just a step.
Doesn't look like you're worried. You're just weird.
Uh-huh.
You've always got something smart to say, huh? You're just like Renju.
Date,
What about Daddy?
Nothing.
You have no tact, do you? This is why you're single and always will be.
That's where you're wrong, kiddo. I look like a single father when you're around. Chicks love it.
Yeah, chicks love to see creepy old men hanging out with a 6th grader.
Hey, what are you implying?
Ooh, did I make you mad?
What?
Now I'm stuck in a car with an angry old creepy pervert.
What are you even?
I am not an old, creepy pervert. And even if you were my age, you're not my type.
Ew, I don't want to know about your type.
Hey, you started it.
Stupid old man.
Punk-ass kid.
He's 30. He's not old, you stupid little shit. But when you're a little shit, you think everyone over 20 is so old they're dead.
Ah, Detective Date. Good to see you, sir. And this is...
Oh, hey, it's the no-eyed policeman again.
Have you looked through the case file yet?
Oh, I am so sorry. She's the victim's...
Yes. Please let us through.
Oh, well, at least they took the body down. I think. Yeah.
the capacity of this oil drum is 200 liters.
Okay.
It weighs approximately 44 pounds when empty.
And when full?
Let me check inside. What?
There's something inside.
You don't say.
This is the oil drum.
This is the kind of oil drum that has a lid, right?
Correct.
Well, yes, you're
Let's
looking
open
right
it.
at it.
This is...
It's his pocket watch, right?
This is the wristwatch Renju always wore.
Or a wristwatch.
No doubt
Whatever.
about it. But how did this get here?
What?
I was asking for your name.
My name is Kagami.
Okay.
No, we didn't find anything today. No, not these past few days.
I thought so. Once this is over, get some rest, alright?
You too, Detective Date. It's Kagami! Kagami? I told you, it's Kagami! I've told you my name like 5 times!
Hey you, what's your name?
Seriously? It's Kagami. Stop bugging him, it's rude.
Excuse you? My best friend, Kagami and I are having a conversation.
Yeah, don't spoil our fun.
What?
Dragon's Palace Pasta, 1800 yen. 1800?
Isn't that pretty average?
This is average?
I mean, that's... What, isn't it like 100 to the dollar? Wait, no, is it like 1,000?
Is that a spear?
It more closely resembles a harpoon of sorts. I believe this is a trident.
A trident is not a harpoon, Aiba.
Any chance this was used in the murder?
They're separate things.
No. There are no traces of blood on the trident, and no indication that Renju was stabbed.
Well, except, you know, through the mouth. Well, of course it does. Question is there surveillance footage or cameras in here? I don't know if small things have it.
What are you staring at, creeper?
I agree.
I best stay out of this.
Iba, can you check the operation records of this elevator?
Searching.
Oh, that would make sense.
Found it. The elevator records are sent automatically to building management.
Okay.
According to the record from yesterday, from 6:30 p.m. until the body was found, this elevator stopped on the second floor only once.
And was that when you found
At
it, you said?
8:55 p.m. The weight of the car's cargo was approximately 310 pounds.
So is that about, like, both bodies?
Iba, did you get anything from the surveillance camera?
Unfortunately, no. All of the recordings from local surveillance equipment have been erased.
That makes sense.
What about backups?
There are none. Nothing was uploaded to the cloud either.
What do you mean there are none? Aren't they uploaded, like, automatically?
Nothing special.
Maybe if you turn your gaze up. Nothing special from the spot on the floor I'm looking at. Right.
Each keg has a capacity of 20 liters. All 3 kegs were filled, and approximately 55 pounds each.
So that means, yeah. Okay. 165 pounds worth, right? Oh, yes.
The corpse was strung up near this counter.
The autopsy report indicates that the contents of the victim's intestines were excreted upon death.
Oh, great.
But no traces of that have been found in the area, nor on the corpse itself.
No, I mean, that would.
This evidence makes it highly likely that Renju was killed somewhere else.
So,
It must have been considerably difficult to carry more than 150 pounds.
What do you mean?
Renju weighed approximately 158 pounds.
wait. Oh, yeah, I
I
guess.
can estimate a person's weight by analyzing their bone structure, muscle, and fat.
Also, I love how it still says Inspector instead of Kagami, even though you've asked him his name 10 times.
Iba, can you recall the time we discovered the corpse?
Of course.
Strangulation.
Correct. The face shows clear signs of congestion, along with petechia around the face and throat.
I'm not sure what petechia
Both are clear
means.
evidence of asphyxiation.
Any indication of the murder weapon?
Most likely a twisted piece of cloth. The culprit approached Renju from behind and wrapped the cloth around his neck, choking him in an attempt to suffocate him.
Well, shit.
The specific cause of death is cerebral circulation failure due to vessel closure in the neck. But more simply, the suspect strangled Renju to death from behind.
Do we have an estimated TOD?
Yesterday, around 8 p.m.
So Renju was murdered about 2 hours before Mizuki and I found the body.
Well, shit. I'm gonna back out and talk to Mizuki.
Hey, are you doing okay?
Oh, sorry. Just staring.
If you're having a hard time, you can tell me.
I'm fine. It's not like the body is lying here.
Look, he's trying to help, kid.
I I thought I already told you. Sitting around rotting away in that hospital would be worse.
Still.
I know what you're trying to say. For a little girl to find her dad like that and then want to go back to the scene, you think it's totally weird, right?
In fairness, it is also weird for an adult policeman to acquiesce such a request from a child.
Okay, you are right about that.
But this is what I wanted. I didn't want to run away from it. I wanted to confront it. I didn't want to be weak.
I mean, he probably went along with it because, for all intents and purposes, he's pretty much her legal guardian now, and he's pretty much the only thing she has left. So to be like, well, I feel obligated to do so, is probably what was going on in his head.
You were telling me earlier that you could spot things only a daughter would know.
I know what I said. I'll tell you if I notice anything. How could I forget? I'll never be able to get that image out of my head. Not until the day I die.
Yeah, maybe that wouldn't have been the thing to ask. Oh, you already got it. Okay.
Did you hear me?
Okay, I'll go back to looking at the counter.
The autopsy report discovered the presence of benzodiazepine. It is a common sedative. The dosage found in the victim's bloodstream was extremely high.
So he was drugged first?
It can be assumed that Renju's cognitive functions were heavily impaired before his death.
So they injected him with something, then choked him out, then strung him up thereafter? Well, at least if he's barely conscious, that may mean he didn't really feel anything. At least I'm trying
The
to...
time of discovery was 10:20 p.m. You of course already know this, but you and Mizuki were the first to discover Renju's corpse.
Right.
The body was hanged from the ceiling, similar to how a fish would be.
Oh yeah, I didn't think of
A
that.
thick hook was embedded in the upper jaw, and the wires connecting to the hook were strung up on one of the ceiling beams. There was also a hook on the other end of each wire. The 3 beer kegs were attached to these hooks.
Right.
We have found no fingerprints.
How's there no fingerprints at all on this? Can't look at the wires or anything? Oh, okay. And I'll finish investigating the body for it. Okay, yes, right.
This case bears similarity to Shoko's.
Right.
The left eyeball was removed while the victim was still alive.
I think we've checked everything we need to.
I agree. We should compile our evidence and inferences.
Mizuki, you ready to leave?
What? But we aren't done investigating.
What do you mean?
There are still people I want to talk to. Well, there is one place. Have you heard of Golden Yokocho in the entertainment district? Daddy used to go to a place called Marvel a lot. Maybe they know something about him. Yeah, Daddy owned Lemniscate and Iris works for them. She used to work here too.
So she might know something.
I'll call her.
Well, I hope she's not dead too.
Have any idea where she might be?
I don't know. Iris is into a lot of things. Yeah. Oda is in here all the time. He might know something.
But you can't
I'll
reach
call
him
him.
either.
Ota's phone is broken. He dropped it in a puddle.
Sounds like Ota. He's so clumsy.
We'd have to talk to him in person.
He's probably at Lemniscate or Matsushita Diner.
I'll make sure I've looked at everything I can look at. Didn't even see that box. Is there ever... Okay.
Lemniscate, Matsushita Diner, and Marble. Let's head out.
Right.
Okay.
Actually, gonna check the files again. His name is... I didn't know he actually had an entry. Skills pretending to be dead. Pricks, dandelions, afros, people who don't remember his name. Train surfing, extreme ironing. What? Okay. I wasn't expecting that. Wave flowchart wise. But we're on Sunday. Just fiddling around with settings. Okay, let's see. Let me think for a second.